Hello, Fun Nation. My name is James, checking in here with Team 862 Lightning Robotics here at the West Michigan District event. 862 already has 2 blue banners this season with an Impact and a Belleville District event win this season. Impressive robot, awesome claw, doing pretty well here at West Michigan as well. I have Adam, Brennan, and Just Nor to talk all about this robot on Behind the Bumpers. All right, Adam, why don't you get us started? Let's talk a little bit more about the claw and some of the mechanisms on this Lightning robot that makes it so great.
All right, cool. So the collector this year has it can do algae and coral. It was a lot, we changed a lot of it throughout the season, but the final version ended up with a 5-to-1 gearbox and an X44. We also have a chain run that allows us to do both sides and spinning together. We have belts on here. The algae will get collected by this, while this is used for the coral. So these wheels, we found out they wear down a lot. So we kind of had to add the back ones in order to get extra torque to actually pull the coral far into it. But once it does, it's pretty consistent.
So I imagine there's a lot of prototyping that went into this design.
There's a lot of prototyping. We changed these plates a lot because the geometry for the algae getting into it had to be changed.
I bet. Can you tell me a little bit more about like some of this lift design you got here, and then moving back to some of the other mechanisms? Brennan, do you want to talk about that, Brennan?
Yeah. So I'm Brennan. I'm going to talk about the elevator for you guys. So the elevator we have is a 3-stage with a carriage elevator. It is rigged continuously, and it is a built-in elevator, kind of inspired from 4414's 2023 robot. We noticed they had really good packaging, and it wasn't that hard to rig really. For the first time, it was a bit difficult, but now we're really in the run with it. We decided to go with continuous because we realized that we're going to have a lot of weight up high when we're scoring. So when we're scoring on L2, 3, and 1, we want to keep as much weight as low as possible because we don't want to be tipping around and almost flipping over. Our elevator is powered down by 2 Kraken X60s on 4-to-1 gear ratios, mechanically linked together. It is all what we call mid-wall aluminum. It is just really to keep weight low, but while stay robust with it. It's only mounted by about 12 bolts on the bottom and these tube supports right here. We like to design our robots to be modular. So if something catastrophically happens, we carry a spare with us up there just in case anything happens. Same with the collector. It is a bit of a timely swap, but like we said, we keep it just in case something catastrophic wrong does happen. We have a fail-safe on it.
Pretty smart idea. Can we actually see a demo of this working?
Yeah, so you want to hold that? Go ahead, dude. Go to sort. Go to source. So this is our source position. This is how we collect coral at the most efficient way. Sometimes we have a little mishap. We pull it in pretty quickly with our 5-to-1 gear ratio on there. And this is our L4 gear position. We move our wrist as we move our elevator, just so we can get to our position as quick as possible and drop that coral off as soon as possible to get back to the source. This is our stow position. If you notice, the elevator does do a little bit of a bounce down. We do that so we can zero our elevator, and our elevator knows where it is the whole time. We had a can range inside, but we realized that it's kind of easier to just pull the elevator all the way down and look for a spike in current so it knows, okay, I'm at the bottom. I'm going to go back to stow now.
Thanks, Brennan. Can we actually look in the backside of your robot now? Talk about your climb a little bit. One of the more unique climbs I think we've seen at this event for sure.
Yeah, so this climb was definitely one of the more interesting things that we've done. It was kind of an idea from day one, and we were actually able to implement it pretty well. So really what it is, we call it the donut climb. The cage will go in here through this ramp and drop down into here. And then once it's in position, we call it the fork. It'll press down on it and actually pull us, or push down on the cage and pull us up through the robot. Yeah, you'll see. So the cage would be down there. It has a 75-to-1 gear ratio with a Falcon. And we use like a ratchet strap as the winch that's just bolted on there. And also to keep it up, we just have surgical tubing to keep it up. That's really all it needs. So.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah. Just Nor, can you tell us a little bit more about some of the automation that goes into this robot and how you guys are able to be so effective on the field?
Yeah, sure. So our primary thing that we do on this robot, especially as compared to last year's, is our vision system and auto line. The previous years we used line light for our vision system, but this year we used photon vision with an Orange Pi 4 and 2 cameras here. What that's let us done is have a lot more efficient driver automation, so that we can run more cycles in a match. We also use it during Auton in order to score more accurately and efficiently. It's the exact same code that we use for both sections of the match, and it's what lets us run 18 cycles and actually score on the other side of the field, even when the driver can't see. We don't have any driver cams. There isn't any driver feedback other than the LEDs and rumble. So there's a lot of driver automation going on, and that's one thing I'm really proud about. The second big thing here is this elevator. It's a 40-pound elevator. We're moving a lot of weight. We realized that a simple PID wouldn't be able to move it efficiently. So we're using something called motion magic, which actually does velocity ramping so that it moves up and down efficiently and in a way that's not violent, that doesn't break the elevator if we move too quickly.
Well, Justin Orr and Lightning Robotics, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Incredible machine. You guys are doing great here at West Michigan. Best of luck throughout the rest of the REEFSCAPE season. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is James with Fun Robotics Network, signing off.